on air as well. So stick and stay with us. We're not sure what is going on, but stick and stay with us.
I'm hearing you now.
Christ, we're nothing. With Christ, we're everything. So you have to hold on for him.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I'm hearing you now.
Okay, so we're gonna go with this.
Christ, we're nothing. With Christ, we're everything. So you have to hold on for him, you know? Yeah. I am blessed and not cursed. And everything me carry first. I am above and not beneath. I have the power for your seat. I am the head and not the tail. And everything me can do in Jesus' name. Jesus' name. I'm a musical preacher. Where me come from, me say, oh, Guyana. I spread the word of God all across the nation. The Bible in my hands, so me struggle for survival. Yeah. Yes, I'm the king, I'm the true champion. Yes, I'm the king. Yes, I'm the Don, I'm the true vine. So me have to bear fruit. So me have to read up the word.
Are you hearing me?
I am blessed.
Can you hear me?
And you take me carry first. I am
Can you hear me now?
I have the power for you.
Yes?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, it's real. I am
When because when I speak, I can hear me.
I'm a musical preacher. Where me come from, me say, oh, Guyana. I spread the word of God all across the nation.
Check 1 2. Thank you so much for staying and stay with us. We're gonna be live in a moment. We're not sure what is actually going on. We will see how this works. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
we're gonna. How about now?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we can do. I'm gonna bring you in. I'm bring you back in again.
Okay.
Uh, Get Vanessa in right now. Vanessa, we want to thank you so much for being with us this morning, and we hope that we can get through with this interview as we trying to make sure that this works. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. How we're not sure what that is. We're not sure what is going on this morning, but everything was fine. Um, Tell us
I,
a little bit about yourself.
okay. Well, I, I was, uh, because I grew up in the church, to sing in church. So, at the teenage age, I started to hear some reggae music from artists like Papa San, Christopher, Christian Massive, and so on. So that is where I am, and I started to learn the songs and so on. So from this reggae gospel music, because it's been a dream for me to sing for the Lord, this gift to sing for Him.
So, right now, I know we had a conversation. I've known you now almost 8, 9 years, something like that. I've actually
Yes,
come to
yes,
Ghana, met you in person as well. At this time, now you've been singing for such a long time. We had a conversation just about a week or so ago, and this is what I tell people. This interview is going to be quite interesting because of what you had shared with me, um, in the sense that you've been doing gospel music for all this time. From 2013 is where you actually start doing your first recording, correct?
yes. That's when I did my first song.
Right, and then I remember you start sending some of those music to me, and I was trying to play a few of
Yes,
them and
yes,
so forth. And
yes.
how's it been doing gospel music? Because you see, here's the thing: most people are very surprised when they're hearing this reggae gospel coming out of this Indian girl out of Guyana. I'm thinking, really? How is that happening? What was that?
Well, at first, I should say, let me say from the beginning when I started singing it, it was where I came from. I from the countryside,
Hmm.
so like worship songs and so on. So when they song on these beats, they say that it's not gospel music. So they weren't accepting it, but I keep pushing and pushing. So when I started my recording, actually it was Cassidy that really, uh, I should say, found me in because I used to sing a lot of music.
Hmm.
So I had my first recording done. He put me the boot on spot uh, with Pakistan. And and studios, it's some of these producers will take my money, right? Experience.
Hmm.
Take, I think give you other songs are not mixed, and I just put in my music other places because I didn't have not much knowledge of music. It's not even mastered. They just take it in those. That's what happened to me. Take my money and give me something that isn't proper there. You know, and like some of these songs that you play just now, they're not mastered. They're not properly mixed.
Mm.
So that to like so I was getting to sing, but like the market, it wasn't properly like mixed and mastered and all of that.
Hmm.
So I keep changing producers, and I find that some of them are still doing the same thing. So in doing it or what, but it kind of just didn't get anything proper in return.
Mm.
So for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and then like well, by now I have like 13 songs.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't done any recording for a while now.
So I would say then you're not necessarily singing gospel music as you used to before. When I first met you, you're not going around ministering as you used to before.
No, no, no.
Mhm.
I during the Christmas season, yes, but I'm not doing much recording now. Stuff I'm doing, but I'm still to persons. So, but for now, I should say,
Oh, you're on a sabbatical.
yeah, that day that was mixed and mastered. Uh, I have I have some online, but I had some bad experience with managing
Now
persons
that's what I
that
want to talk to you about, and you feel free to say as much as you want to say about that. Now, off air when we spoke before, that caused you to step away a little bit from singing gospel music. You sing in church, yes, I understand that, but step away from the professional scene because of how you were treated. You were not treated the way you expect to be treated, and the unfairness, or what we would say, people taking advantage of you. Tell us a little bit about that as much as you possibly can.
yes, I had wanted it to my music to be out there so it can be heard worldwide. So I didn't really know because here in Ghana we don't have copyright rights, so
Mm.
we can't really do anything from here. So I sought out to have a manager. So I have some of my songs online, but it's been a while, and I don't know how to explain this. But I should say it all seems like a scam.
Mm.
That persons that claim to be men and women of God, that they're not so.
I can imagine
Because
how heartbreaking that is for you that you expect people to be of a certain way and they're not.
no, they're not. I I from any of my songs, not a cent.
You told me of a story that you had gone, you had done all your CDs, you had them printed, went to sing, and you come out trying to sell it, and somebody else was selling your music bootleg.
All, all, all over you turn, there is a car selling burn back CD. And here, uh, all original stuff aren't really being sold. Very few, very few.
Hmm.
I gave away most of my CDs, and I have some still here because it's not been so persons rather go and buy it for a cheaper cost at yes, sorry, cheaper cost on those cards going around selling. So that's another disadvantage for us as artists here in Guyana.
Hmm. So now, what to move as you move forward now? You're taking a sabbatical. You know how long you've been taking a sabbatical from doing gospel music?
Well, I'm not sure yet because I want to finish up some stuff I'm working on, but I still do love singing. I still do love singing,
Hmm.
but I want to see what the Lord have in store for me. I would not stop singing. I still be singing around places and so on, but in terms of recording, I have to have something that's been set up properly for me before I go back into it.
Hmm.
I don't want to go through back this drama I've been facing with for a while now. I don't want to go back to that.
I know Ghana, um, places like Trinidad, Jamaica, they're pretty much established, but Guyana's been behind the eight ball for a long, long while. If you were to be able
Long
to
time.
speak to anyone in the music industry, so to speak, of Guyana, in terms of copyright laws, what would you say to them?
Well, I would say that music for me is I'm seeing it as a ministry.
Hmm.
But if a person want to pursue music as a career, it won't happen here in Guyana. They have to be doing it for the love of music,
Hmm.
and if they have the cash, do it on their own and so on. But they should look for some avenue that they could get it out of Guyana too, if they want it as a career as well, because it wouldn't happen here. It wouldn't.
So,
Because even if you do shows and so on, it's the same thing. It's the same thing because you don't get anything even from shows.
would you
So that
say this
makes
is
no
uniquely
sense
to
either.
you or to most of the other artists in Guyana as well? Because when I look at people like Saiku and what was the other gentleman's name again? He's sing about Kingdom. His name is not coming to my head right now.
Sammy,
No, no, the other guy.
uh,
It's
um,
two of them that are pretty much well known out of Guyana. Sekou, I don't know why.
Eon Graves.
Ian Greaves is in the States actually, so he would be. But let's stick with Sekou for now. Somebody like Sekou, or Saiku, who is with who's doing who's I would like to say. What do you say about him?
Well, I am not sure of what his status is on that, but I know that he's doing pretty well with his CDs and so on.
Hmm.
Because I think I
Yes, you're
think
right.
music is much harder for a guy than a guy.
It's much harder for a
I
female
think
than it is for a guy.
yes, here in Guyana, I think music here is much easier for a guy than a woman.
Really?
So, yes, yes,
Because we have people like Guyana. Ian Griffiths is living in the States, and Inevitably is living in the States. We have Samuel. Is Samuel Madas still in Guyana? That's the guy you call his name Samuel. Is he still in Guyana?
Yes, yes,
But he seemed
yes.
to have done very well. What is happening
Yes,
with?
he is having his music. Well, he's managing his own stuff. He has his own label, so nobody control his stuff.
Mm.
So he does that very well. So he's doing pretty well, and that's good. I'm happy for him.
What about Charlene Maloney? Because she's been around for years, since when I was home.
Yeah, yeah, yes. Well, her husband is her manager,
Okay, so
so
s-
I'm not sure how things are going that in.
well, listen, man.
But
I want to encourage you because I know it's not difficult. I started off in Guyana myself. I live here. I didn't do like you did as other artists did as well. But I believe that if God has given you a talent, and I know you said you're back doing some songs here and there, but you're not really out in full force. I want to encourage you that regardless of what the enemy may throw at you, because you have a unique gift, you have a unique gifting, you have a unique calling. Especially coming out of Guyana, we know what Guyana is like. Here's an Indian woman singing gospel reggae, and dancehall gospel reggae and so forth. And your background is more of what we call the traditional praise and worship, and you switched.
yes,
So
yes.
at this point, as you take your sabbatical and you seek the Lord, don't give up.
Did I tell you this? Did I tell you one time I was even pulled off the stage in this country area where I'm from?
Wow.
Yeah. Yes, because of this kind of genre of music. It was me and another brother. We were invited by a member of the church
Hmm.
for their harvest Thanksgiving service. So we went and we sing. Apparently the pastor didn't know our kind of genre that we does. So when we started singing, person started getting up and started moving around and dancing and so on. She didn't like that. The pastor was a woman.
Hmm.
So she told the musician to stop playing, and told the leaders to go and take the mic from us.
Wow. Wow. Okay, and here it is, you going through all of this. This has to be very discouraging for you.
But we didn't stop singing. The leaders were there at the stage, but they weren't taking the mic. They're just standing there.
Hmm.
And the musicians keep playing. They weren't stopping, but they're looking at her. But we sang till the song is finished.
Hmm.
And she was very upset because the people were rejoicing. And I don't know why. Is that a problem? I think they were praising God and she didn't like that.
Wow.
So, and it's someone that I knew like for a lot of years, and that was so surprising,
Wow.
But by now, they're sorry for the noise in the background,
It's okay. Go ahead.
but by now a whole lot of people are more acquainted with this kind of a gospel music now. They're more groove into it.
Hmm.
But my thing is on this is that in our society today, young people, they are listening to so much negative music that's sending them these bad vibes. They're feeding their mind and so on it. Music is a thing that people gravitate to more, right?
Hmm.
So I think that this kind of a music with a positive message, sending the word of God to them, this is a very good thing. Because they won't listen these old time amazing grace songs.
I know. I know.
Amen.
I knew it as growing up, and the young people are into completely different. Listen, before we go any further, tell. Do you have Facebook, Instagram? Tell us how we can get in contact with you that way.
Yes, my name on Facebook is Princess Vanessa. I
Mm.
have Instagram, the same name. I don't have Twitter. My email, I have my email, which is prncssvanessa@gmail.com.
What about Instagram?
Yes, Princess Vanessa on Instagram as well.
Any YouTube channel?
Yes, YouTube is same Princess Vanessa.
Okay. I wanted to say to our listeners, listen, we apologize for the quality of broadcast. This never happened. I have no clue what happened today. Fine. I just don't know what happened. Vanessa, I hope to have you back again. When you're back out
Yes.
and you do what you do. From us here, from Praise Life, you know me. I made you this thing. I tell you, I'll push your music as much as I possibly can on this station,
Yes, yes.
SPRLiveFM.com. To let the listeners know as well that you can, try your best to like this video that we just put up here on YouTube, Streaming Praise Radio. Follow us. Like us, and check us out on our IG as well, SPR Live FM. Follow us there too as well. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. But we're gonna do this video again. We're gonna do this broadcast again. We probably do it offline and bring it back up. I had fine. Everything was working well, so we're gonna do this one more time and make sure that we can get you properly. Vanessa, I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for sharing, and I pray that God will continue to minister to you personally. You personally need ministering to, because this is difficult. And as someone says, unless you have money and a man behind you, it is difficult, and that should not be. This is ministry, and I've seen other female gospel artists too as well who has gone on to this same kind of thing where so much music out there, and yet they don't see the income following it, and I pray that God will open up the door for you, that you'll be able to do so. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes, and thank you so much for having me.
It's always a pleasure.
God bless you.
God bless you too. I want to end with this song. Hopefully we can get the song in there. Let's check it out.
It's the Princess Vanessa. But in music, hey, hey, I love him, la 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 way. Give him my la 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 way. Anytime I want, I can call on you. Jesus, my lover, oh, I love him, la 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 way. Give him my la 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 way. Anytime I want, I can call on you. Jesus, I love you so.
Be a princess, gotta give me response. Hold me close, no love me from a distance. Every day I rise and I will give thanks for everything you've done for me. Me not to worry about them bills. Him a doctor, me know I feel ill. He's a loving, he does give me shield. He make the princess sing.
I love him, la 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 way. Give him my la 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 way. Anytime I want, I can call on you. Jesus, my lover, oh, I love him, la 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 way. Give him my la 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 way. Anytime I want, I can call on you. Jesus, I love you so.
When I call on Jesus Christ, he does come so fast. Never leave me by myself. Give me love everlasting, and I can't complain. Need a sun or rain, can never separate me from love refrain.
I love him, la 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 way. Give him my la 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 way. Anytime I want, I can call on you. Jesus, my lover, oh, I love him, la 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 way. Give him my la 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 way. Anytime I want, I can call on you. Jesus, I love you so.
Hold me closer, closer. Give me all the strength I need. Everything I need, I ask for. Jesus always intercedes. Never leave me lonely, never. Great I am, my King is He. I could never want another. He is everything to
Oh,
me.
how I love him, la 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 way. Give him my la 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 way. Anytime I want, I can call on you. Jesus, my lover, oh, I love him, la 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 way. Give him my la 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 way. Anytime I want, I can call on you. Jesus, I love you so. I love him, la 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 way. Anytime I want, I can call on you. Jesus, my lover, and I love him. La 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 way. Give him my la 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 way. Anytime I want, I can call on you. Jesus, I love you so. It's in music. And the Princess Vanessa.